Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Pamela Howard, your luxury event planning specialist, and I am like my glasses are putting a glare. But anyway, I am coming to you with midday message on today. So it's 2 o'clock, and midday message is 12:15. But as a mother, as a business owner, and as a planner, I do understand and realize that life happens sometimes. And although this message is not coming to you at 12, it's coming to you at 2:05 for the next 15 minutes. I hope that you all will get some great nuggets. Thank you for joining. So if you got an opportunity, if you haven't grabbed your coffee, tea, your soda, your chips, your crackers, or maybe you're on lunch, just grab it, come join me. If you are looking from any of my social media sites like Facebook or YouTube, or if you're on Instagram, just make sure that you allow StreamYard, give them access so that if you have any questions or want a response, I can give you a response. Otherwise, after I finish this quick 15-minute midday message, I will definitely respond to you. But thank you for joining, and thank you for forgiving me for letting life happen today. So today I have some notes. I wanted to give you some quick tips about setting up your clients' expectations. And these are just a few tools that I think you can actually implement today to help you with better planning, better preparation for your clients. Number one, make sure you always are setting goals and point to these goals during every single conversation. When you're talking with your clients, make sure that you have a list of goals that you have set out to share those expectations with them. And then always point them out. A lot of times, your clients may say, just whatever you need to do, just get it done. And that's what you're going to do because you're an expert. But you can manage the expected success of marketing your partnership without first setting manually agreed upon marketing goals that align with your client's business goals. Okay. The first step to getting to you and your clients on the same page is working towards the same result. So you just want to make sure that you're not working against each other, but definitely working together. In addition, when clients' goals are established, you can point to these things when you request a last minute project or a campaign or something like that. Just make sure that it's not another distraction from what you're trying to reach. Okay. Number two, create a detailed plan for all your projects. Even if your client says just what I'm going to say, it doesn't care, just get it done. You still need to have a detailed plan of action with timelines. The client should be able to point to the status of the project at all times. That's going to save you and the client less headache. And again, you want to make sure that you're working together and not against one another. This also helps with managing the expectations of your plan and your scope of work as well. Should outline what deadlines the clients must meet and the deliverables that your team needs to stay on track with your launch. Okay. Now, next tip, number three, always be upfront about what happens, even if the plan changed. And believe me, just like my plan changed today from 12 to 12:15, it actually changed to 2:05 to 12:20 to 2:20. So sometimes the plan changes. You just have to be upfront about it because life does happen and your clients are going to respect that at the end of the day. This could be as simple as adding a line that details that if approvals are missed, the timelines will be moved back to reflect the delay in your approval form with your clients. Okay. It may also be a conversation where you detail the possible risk in the project, how you are working to prevent these from holding up your project. Okay. So if you see me going back and forth, I'm just looking at notes and I have two different audiences here. Okay. So ultimately, your job is to get the results as an expert. That's your ultimate job. So you should need to be considering what could prevent you from delivering a project on time. Okay. But if it changes, if the plan does change, just be upfront about it. Just always be upfront. Don't try to cover up anything. That is a big, big, big no. This helps the client to adjust to your expectations and things will go much smoothly. I promise you. There will be roadblocks, as I said, and setbacks in most projects. It typically is, especially when you're dealing with corporate projects. They just need to trust you, build that trust, build that relationship you've thought through, and how the detour might impact your project. All right, we're on to number 4. Set expectations about how your agency work. Okay, so people have an expectation of how they want you to deliver things or how they want to receive it. That's what I meant to say. Clients will have an expectation of how they want to receive your services, but you also need to establish a good expectation of how you give those services and make, again, just keeping that communication open. When beginning this relationship, communicate that to the client on how your team work and how they operate. Introduce them to the people who will be working with you, working on their accounts, who they may see face to face on doing things. You just want to make sure that all expectations are met. Make them a list of promises that you will adhere to, such as you'll never receive a surprise bill. Okay, nobody wants a surprise bill. Nobody wants an unexpected bill. If they're expecting it, that's one thing. If something is out of scope, the agency will discuss why and then take the limits to the project to a different level. Okay. Now, make sure you always responding within 24 hours. I can't tell you how much that means to a client. 24 hours max. Even if the 24 hours is I've received it and then you have to go. All right. Tip number 5, be transparent about what you can accomplish. When I work with content marketing firms, clients were sometimes surprised that the articles didn't sound exactly like their voice. They wanted the content to sound just like what they were writing, but it didn't. We could get close, but it could never be an exact replicate of owners' efforts. Be transparent about what you can and can't accomplish, what the limitations of the processes are. Share case studies with them and make sure you always give examples of what they're going to receive. All righty, 2 more to go, but I guarantee you're going to love it. Help them understand their place in the market and their marketing maturity. Some clients might think that just because they have a PR plan in place, they should expect every journalist to start ringing them up, okay? Or maybe they're committed to blogging, okay? Or generating a certain amount of leads per month. Help them see where they are in their terms, marketing sophistication and maturity, and steps it will take to begin to see results, okay? And in their common industry, because every industry is different. All of the tips, strategies are pretty much the same, but they have to be kind of altered towards the industry. All righty, managing your client's expectations for fame and fortune, especially if this is first real foray into I can't read my own writing. Make sure you manage your client's expectations, especially if this is their first real time in modern marketing. Okay. And this is about planning marketing strategies for your clients as well. As the expert, you may not be a marketing expert, but you would have to give them direction on what's the best marketing for them. Always, last and not least, always, 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 always under promise. Never, ever, ever over promise. I just noticed that my volume was a little low. Never, ever, ever, never over promise. You might want to deliver a fully functional lead generating machine, okay? You might want to give them everything, but be realistic with what you can promise and never, never, never under promise. And I'm going to go a step further. Never, ever over promise either. You don't want to write a check that your butt just can't cash. You might be able to do it, but there's always somebody that can probably do a little bit better. Stay within the realm of your area of expertise when you are talking about promising things to your clients. And one more thing just came to my mind. Over communicate and communicate some more. I can't tell you how much this is going to be effective. Over communicate. You cannot give enough information. One thing they shouldn't be able to tell you is that they did not know or they didn't know how to find the information. Over communicate. It's a mistake that everyone makes. We think we hear something, we misremember a conversation, we focus on one sentence in an email, or we glaze over the rest. We make assumptions. Okay. Agencies should excel at communication. Make sure you're just communicating and over communicating to your clients. In addition, if that's not enough, okay, to just keep your point of contact on your client side informed. Make sure your contact is also communicating with you, people on your team, or managers that you have helping you with documents, emails, social media, anything like that. Everyone should be clear about the strategy, the plan, and the goals, the accomplishments, and the next steps at all times. All times. So, I know that the midday message was a little late, but I hope these tips help. I'm going to hang around here for about 4 minutes and type these in. Hopefully you all can use these tips. I know you can implement them right away. And always remember, if you would like to get more detailed information or specific to your industry or your service, you can also join Plan, Process, and Strategy. It is a mastermind membership group. I would love to have you here. Um, we meet on Wednesdays, for those of you that are interested. And this is all I have for today. So while I type, I will type a few things and remove myself from service, and then and here for any questions you may